In this episode, I don't blow anything up. It's kind of comforting knowing there's no propane on board. I'm not in the business of blowing things up. And then I worked really hard. I am procrastinating today. And then I worked even harder. I have a leak. Here we go. And there were some ifs, but many buts. But then I see the light. Ta-da! All right, it's been 3, 4, 5 months since I recorded anything the last time. That doesn't mean that nothing has happened, because a lot has happened actually. I've done a lot of work on the boat, which I thought I'd bring you up to speed now, and hopefully I'll be able to make shoots more consistently during the winter. I got the boat moved from where it was out in the water, moved it up to my marina close to where I live. I've done quite a lot of work, but I've also been busy with work, and we also had 3 weeks of sailing in Croatia where we chartered a boat. Might even make a small little episode, just show you guys a little bit what that's like if you're considering doing the same thing. But more importantly, I've done quite a bit of work on the boat, and I'm going to continue today. Just to give you a quick recap, I have, as you can see behind me there, I have varnished all the walls white. Not all the walls, but the big walls have varnished white, which I think ended up pretty okay. I've also varnished all of the wood. Right behind me. I can see if I can get a better shot of that later. What else? Well, yeah, I've also put in a new floor, or still in progress. I have a little bit left, but I've actually put in like vinyl flooring. The floor panels were so bad. They were full of oil. And that thin veneer is like impossible to sand down and varnish again to make it look nice. So I've just actually glued on vinyl, which I think looks pretty okay, and it seems to be like pretty okay. It's not too slippery or anything, so it's a little bit like softer, and yeah, so I think that'll be cool. What else? Yeah, I have actually painted or epoxy primed the entire bilge, so cleaned up and primed the bilge with the epoxy primer. That's all white and nice now. And I have installed a new stovetop, alcohol burner instead of the propane burner. Several reasons for that. One is kind of comforting knowing there's no propane on board. I'm not in the business of blowing things up. Secondly, it was cheaper. Thirdly, the propane locker is actually where the anchor is, the anchor locker, which is not that big to begin with. And all the piping looks pretty bad, so I think I would have to replace that if I'm going to do a propane stove. So I'm going to try the alcohol stove for a bit and then see how it works. If I'm not happy with it, then I have to make a new propane locker in the back of the boat. Problem is that all the lazarettes in the cockpit have like direct airflow down and into the boat, so that would be sort of a recipe for disaster. So I would have to make something that's closed up and vented out and outside of the boat. We'll see. I'll use the alcohol stove for a bit and then see how it works out. Yeah, there's still a lot of work left to do. I'm gonna actually continue on the new electrical installation today. I can see if I can show you. Yesterday I guess it's too dark, installed 2 new lithium batteries and a Victron charger. Oh yeah, and I've also installed like shore power now actually. So now I have shore power inside, which is very nice. And today I'm going to continue to mount this bad boy on. I made a brand new panel, which I'm going to install today with Fusion radio and a Victron smart shunt and a USB outlet. So yeah, basically today I'm going to start like installing. So hopefully, oh yeah, there's more things I've done. Of course, I have also installed new headliners, and in that process, I also installed new LED lights. So today, I hope that I'll be able to turn those on, or at least some of them, which will be very nice because then I can actually go down there during the winter when it's dark and work and yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It's miserable weather right now. Now it's mid-October. It's raining 2 degrees Celsius. It's been blowing quite heavily for a while. So actually today I've just closed the hatch and turned on an oven to warm this place up, which I actually can feel is warming the place up quite rapidly, so that's nice. So yeah, let's get to it. But first, some coffee. Always coffee. And when you don't have a decent cutter to cut the cables, find the garden tools that works. Could be that the roses won't be too happy next year, but all right, quick update. Installed the new sassy panel. It's not quite finished yet, and of course this cable is not gonna come through here. Smart shunt and the radio. Down here I have installed the smart shunt itself, connected that main mega fuse right here, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but and the main switch. So I need to tidy up the cables, but other than that, and of course the batteries are going to be strapped down. So yeah, and now the firmware on the smart monitor is updating. Not 100% sure what's happening here because it seems like it's just stopped at 31%, but I guess I'll give it a few more minutes and we'll see. So that's me for today, I think. Still have to run the main positive wire up behind here and then to the switches and breakers are integrated. And then next time I can start like installing the lights and hooking them up. So that'll be good. Looking forward to that. It'll be nice to have some light in here. So yeah, good on me. And on day 182-ish, Sunday, October 29th, 2023, Jon said, "Let there be light." Ta-da! And the crowd cheered and rejoiced. Until Jon told him to be quiet because he needs to spend the rest of the day cleaning up all the mess that I have created. Well, anyway, huge milestone. I have lights in the boat, which is pretty okay. It's below zero now, actually. Outside it's freezing. But I have a small oven here that within 5 minutes actually makes it pretty okay, which is good news because then I can work here during the winter without freezing to death. I've installed these lights, as you can see, is red. But the stupid thing about them is that I can't switch between red and white on the actual switch on the lamp. If I turn it off and then turn it back on, then it turns white. So I actually have to use the main switch to get the red light. It's not a big deal, but I was kind of hoping I could toggle between red and white on the lamps themselves. But it looks pretty okay. I had a little downlight there over the galley, and I'm going to get some reading lights in too, but I haven't bought those yet, so that'll be another day. So, but now I need to clean up all of this mess. Yeah, happy days. And then I'm going to install the stereo, I think, or the speakers, and connect it so I have some music down here while I've been working. So I guess that's on today's agenda. Fun times. Sure. I don't even know where to begin. Such a mess everywhere now. Yeah. All right, just have to start in one end, I guess. So do you ever think that you actually want to do a full boat reno? Well, you have to ask yourself one question. Wow, it's cold. Well, you have to ask yourself one question. Do you really? I am procrastinating today. It's just enjoyable to sit here and drink coffee. It's November 5th. It's starting to get really nasty outside. And I just discovered a new leak where my, what's it called? Stays are coming down through hole there. So that'll need to be fixed too. I'm finding more and more leaks actually. Some of the hatches are leaking. I have a leak in the bathroom. I know I have a leak in the cockpit that I've known about the whole time. Which is not surprising. I was kind of expecting that to happen and find stuff. But the list grows faster than I'm able to work through it, of course. So that's part of the game. It'll be alright. I still have. My main goal is just to get this boat in the shape that I can actually use it next summer and enjoy it. And of course, I won't be done, but I'll be usable. That's my plan. So what's up on the agenda for today? I was planning on making templates for the new cushions. I bought some fabric yesterday. So now I need to buy a sewing machine and I need to learn how to sew. So that should be fun. Not? Or maybe? Wait, I don't know. I've never done it. Maybe I think it's fun. Maybe this whole channel will turn into like a home decor with Yum kind of thing. No, I don't think that'll happen. So that should be interesting. So hopefully I'll get that done before Christmas. I still have a goal to actually be able to just spend one night in the boat before Christmas. Just for the fun of it. I won't go anywhere. Just sleep here in the marina just to spend the night. Because that would be kind of cool. Yeah, and I'm also going to make some templates, or one template for the last remaining piece of vinyl flooring that I still need to cut. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with the front berth and in the back. At least the whole galley and Sullivan area will be covered now with vinyl, so that'll be cool. I still have a bit of electrical work to do. Have some more connections. I need to install a LED lamp over the engine, because that'll be the next item on the agenda, is to take the top off and take out the valves and lap them and put it all back together and adjust the valves, and hopefully that will give me a little bit better compression. I haven't measured the compression, I just noticed that it is not 100%. So yeah, I still have a lot of work to do in the aft and forward cabin when it comes to varnishing and stuff, but that will just have to wait until the spring because it's too cold now to do that. And I'm also going to install, when the boat was on the hard, when I bought it, I put in a new transducer for depth and speed, but that hasn't been wired up yet, so I need to wire that up and put the new wind instrument or the instrument in the cockpit. That I should be able to do even though it's cold, because I don't think you use any Sikaflex or anything. It's just like a rubber gasket, so it should be alright. And hopefully I'll be able to buy a new VHF and a chart plotter during the winter and get that installed. Yeah, but right now I'm procrastinating a little bit. I've been here for about half an hour and I haven't done anything yet. So I need to empty one of my kind of involuntary water tanks without creating any short. Oh, that looks really well. There we go. I have a leak in the cockpit sole. I think actually the bottom part of the cockpit sole is delaminated, so probably have to open that up this summer and re-glass it and refill it with some foam or something. But I also need to go over the whole steering, because there's a lot of like, what's it called? Like it's dødgang. I'll figure it out. So yeah, I have to open it up anyway and take the pedestal off and go over all the chains and the ball bearings and everything. So then I might as well just do the whole cabin sole or cabin floor then and get it watertight, because I don't want a water tank there, needless to say. So yeah, I'm gonna empty that water and then I'm gonna get cracking on changing all those cables, and then maybe, I'm not sure the state of the battery right now because it hasn't been charged for a long time, but maybe I'll just try to crank the engine just a little bit just to get some oil running, and maybe even start it depending on whether I see that the battery is full and it's got the necessary juice or not, but we'll see. Well, water first. Oh, I was wrong. The you can see it there. The switch was actually not that corroded after all. But I see some of the cables are corroded, so that could still create too much resistance, or at least unnecessary resistance. So I'm still gonna change the cables and change the switch. But I could have saved that money actually. These are actually quite prone to corrode. They're quite cheap, so. But this one was actually good. Okay, I'm gonna change a few more cables, but I'm actually not, so I don't have enough cable shoes, so I'll have to wait. I'm gonna open the decompression valves and then I'll run up and see if I can get the starter to run. Buenos dias, friends. As you can see, I'm not by the boat right now. I'm up in the mountains celebrating the New Year's and Christmas holidays. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. First, thank you so much for all the views, all the comments, all the likes, all the subscribers. I am numbstruck by how many has actually seen the first episode, so that was really cool. I'm pretty much up to speed now where I am currently with the boat, so the next few episodes will be more task by task, showing everything. I would love to get some comments for those diesel wizards out there. If you have any input on what you think about the engine, it does sound like just one cylinder is firing and then it takes a while for the next two ones to fire up as well. So I'm guessing it's a compression issue, but I would love to get some comments on that from you guys. So yeah, thank you again. Happy New Year. Be nice, surround yourself with nice people, and I'll see you in 2024. Thanks.